Dominic was going to have me a whole dance number and then it just got cut, unfortunately. So just a little moment, a little fun moment of dance.
I really wanted something new and fresh and exciting.
When I get to sit on stage and listen to her sing, I'm just like swooning.
Pizzazz.
I was told by certain people in the creative team that your audition for Daisy was one of the best auditions that they had ever seen.
Wow.
I don't know if I was supposed to tell you that.
I had this feeling as I was falling. The sound crossed the bay was the sound of you calling. You're the lighthouse. You're a signal flare. There's love and danger everywhere.
Jeremy is amazing. I love that I feel like on stage we both very much listen to each other. We're always trying new things, and I love that we can have a laugh. To me, that's very important because it makes things feel more comfortable and like less vulnerable, if that makes any sense. Like I feel more secure knowing that we can really be ourselves.
Yeah, we really goof off backstage, and then we very much like switch it on. But you know, when we find little moments in between the, you know, parts we have lines where we try to be silly with each other. And I think that really actually helps the relationship. And I mirror everything you say. Like you're always with me, and we're always like giving the things. And I know you're copying me right now.
But we're always giving.
But no, it's what, and obviously when I get to sit on stage and listen to her sing, I'm just like swooning the whole time. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I just like getting the chills. It's all the things.
Retreat, return, be lost, be lost.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I would
Well, my dressing
run.
room was right off the wing, so I had no choice. But
So were all of ours actually.
yeah.
Right off the ring.
But no, it definitely was a thing. I think it was a very supportive company.
Oh my God.
Kind of getting the band back together. I was asked to do the workshop of Gatsby back in the winter of 22, and I got about a week into it. Then I got COVID, and then I don't know what happened after that. I think the lyricist finished the show for me.
Yep.
Sorry, good job, Nathan, because apparently it worked. And then they miraculously asked me back to do the Paper Mill production. So that was, I've had the distinct pleasure of getting to work with a lot of the creative team before this. And so I felt like we already had like inherent trust and sort of knowledge of each other's skills. So
I auditioned. I got the job. Thank God.
yeah, I was told, and I'm not kidding, I was told by certain people in the creative team that your audition for Daisy was one of the best auditions that they had ever seen.
Wow.
In their long lives. They're like very old. In their long lives and careers. So I don't know if I was supposed to tell you that.
Well, I appreciate that because I was very nervous. I had never worked so hard to get a job.
Well, it worked.
I wanted to be, so stupid. I really wanted something new and fresh and exciting. After Hadestown, going to hell 16 times a week does a lot to the body, to the soul, and I wanted something that was...
Did you say 16 times a week?
Yeah, because I go twice a show.
Oh yeah, that makes sense,
Yeah.
okay.
I thought you were going to correct me on something.
Damn it.
That's so embarrassing.
I hate you so much.
Which, you know, is a reason why I want to do something different that challenged me in a different direction. And also, you were to see, you know, the characteristics of the roles I'd done before Daisy were different worlds, of course, but, you know, have somewhat similar crossover traits. So this was a big challenge, and I was really ready to tackle that. And seeing who was on the team, like the whole creative team, and like, you know, I really wanted to be a part of it. So I really worked hard to get that audition.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like I'm always doing period pieces, but I've never done one quite in this specific sort of vein. It's just the most epic thing that I've ever been a part of, 100%. And what I really love is that for me, it's I always am able to like infuse a lot of myself into these characters, and Gatsby, I have to like strip it off, you know, like I have to like put on all of these layers on top of who I am just to get into his body, because he's just so guarded and so covered and so put together. I'm very much not that. I might look it, but this is a costume. And And yeah, so it's been a challenge for me in that regard. There are some moments where Jeremy peeks through, like when he gets a little nervous and anxious, but yeah, it's definitely the most grown-up character I feel like I've ever played.
Daisy, my waiting is through. If you bring her to me, I'll be indebted to you.
You know, I feel like I'm been a grown-up for a while now, but I feel like I'm always cast as more childish, kind of fun, comedic, or, you know, young, dangerous men characters. So.
Same.
Yeah. Whatever.
Often playing young, dangerous
Often
men.
playing young,
Yes.
dangerous men. I am, you know, the roles before, they were very much survivor types, almost scrappy and kind of desperate, willing to do whatever it takes. And Daisy is quite literally the opposite of that, like really reeking of like wealth and privilege, and very much not even ignorant. I feel like she is intelligent enough to know that and see the disparity between how she lives versus other people, but she doesn't leave that world for a reason, because she doesn't think that that's something that will benefit her at all. It's a great challenge because you really want to root for roles like characters like Eurydice and Eponine, and you really want to root for them. So this is a big challenge for me in the best way.
Yeah, I feel the same way, because like I think like if you look on the surface level, there's like, oh, it's pretty, oh, they sound beautiful, oh, they're in love. But as soon as you dig like on one layer down, but I love sort of playing those layers to it. Yeah. Yes, I do get a moment of dance. I was supposed to, I have been having a knee issue for a while. I was supposed to get a little thing done in the off season, but it wasn't done. So Dominic was gonna have me a whole dance number, and then it just got cut, unfortunately. So just a little moment, a little fun moment of dance. No, it is quite different from Newsies. I'm not twirling on paper. But it is fun. It is a fun little thing. And we get to dance together a little bit too.
I think my big mistake in Paper Mill was getting so excited to dance that I really tried to look good. And I don't feel like Daisy would be like a great dancer. Maybe she took a few ballet classes, but
I think you accomplished that.
Dominique Kelley brings such a vivacious energy into not just the room, but in how he infuses himself into his choreography, and that is so infectious. It makes you want to reach to that level of just like pizzazz, and also his kindness and his ability to go like, oh, that's not working, great, let's try something that it works for you. He's just an incredible collaborator.
Yeah, and as a non-dancer, he is really like collaborative and really comes to the table and is so supportive, and I never felt like I was being judged, even though like it took me a while to get it down perfect. And I think I maybe got like 5 perfect shows throughout our total Paper Mill run in terms of like my little dance sequence, but like just never felt like I was in the doghouse, or like he never made me feel like I couldn't do it. You know, like he never tried to take it away. You know, it's like, ah, well, that's not working, let's try something. He just like let me continue to figure it out, and then I found my own way into it, which is a really special quality, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It was so lovely.
Yeah, it's been wild. I did not anticipate this kind of fan response. And I don't know if it's because I've never done anything with Eva before, but when we sold out the Paper Mill run before we had even begun production, I mean performances rather, I mean they'd seen maybe a couple photos and a couple little videos.
And not even from my point of view, that wasn't even a great video.
Yeah, I mean we were
the
like,
cameras were so close to us.
I know, we're like, hey. With like the fluorescent lighting, it was a whole thing. But it's really been incredible. You know, with a show that I think can be viewed as so commercial as Gatsby, you would think that sometimes a theater fandom would gravitate away from that, but they have done the opposite. They have like embraced the show. It's just been an overwhelmingly positive response, and we're just incredibly grateful for it. And it feels like we really have something that is for everybody and really can cater to all sides of you know what you might expect from a musical theater performance. It's grand. The music is sweeping and epic. It's got beautiful dance numbers, great talent. I mean, it kind of has all the pieces. It's you know, when you first start a project, you're like, maybe this will work. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's the Great Gatsby, great. I mean, I'm sure they've tried that before, and it doesn't always work out. But like, it's been going pretty well.
And they've been kind. I think, especially at Paper Mill, like a lot, you assume that, or you hope that a regional show that does pretty well at Paper Mill will go to Broadway. And even I know that the fans, of course, and just like ourselves, like have certain like somewhat expectations, because you read the book, you see the movies, and you go, okay, this is what I want it to look like on stage. And despite what people were expecting, it was amazing how much people were able to surrender just to the experience that we worked so hard to give them. And I'm excited to see what happens in the next step.
Save me.